So John Meacham, I'm just curious what this is reminiscent of. What could this be reminiscent of if you had to make a parallel? A president telling networks to turn off their cameras, a president telling untruths, lies to an audience of supporters that basically treat those lies as applause lines.
The best example is
yeah,
well, the best example is President Nixon, and even that is a little tricky. No dork pun intended. There was a sense during really starting in the spring of '73 forward into the summer of '74, when President Nixon it was unclear at some point whether he was lying to us, lying to himself as well as to us.
Right, but can I broaden the question? What is this reminiscent to even outside of the United States?
Well, you're alluding to fabled and terrible totalitarian regimes in Europe in the 1930s, I think. And the idea that, and also even now, regimes like North Korea, where the dear leader speaks and we're all supposed to
What are the parallels?
That what the dear leader says has to be followed, whether it's associated with reality or not.
The investigations going on, multiple, pertaining to Russia. If the president does not acknowledge that Russia's involved, and the president cozies up to Russia and confirms that he, wants to relieve tension, et cetera, by firing the FBI director, and if the president is campaigning among his base, it's kind of hard not to think that he might be in on some sort of scheme. Wouldn't one have to ask that question in one's mind?